Good evening, everybody. Kicking off a new series tonight that we've been talking about for quite a while, but have never really gotten around to doing. It is a really important one, though, because it's part of our three-year journey through the classic content that they're going to be rolling out on the 20th anniversary servers. I figured I need to probably get this playthrough started before I start the new job when I'm going to be a little bit more busy. Classic does take a while to level, so I'm gonna have to put some time in for sure, but yeah, it's something that has to happen because we got to have our horde side point of view. I've been working pretty hard on the alliance side. We're up to, I believe, level 20 now on our alliance character, and Hunter has taken it quite a bit longer to level just because of like the pet and all. I've had a couple of episodes of just doing mining, professions, things like that. Probably won't be doing as much of that on this character. I decided from the beginning that we're going to do a mage. That much was already decided when I decided to do the Taste of Vanilla series. Once again, for those who don't know, the plan is to take these characters, this dwarf hunter and this undead mage, all the way through the whole vanilla content during this year while vanilla is active, and then hopefully take these two characters through the Dark Portal when it switches over to Burning Crusade, and do the same with Wrath of the Lich King, and those will be the official playthroughs for the channel for the first two expansions as well as vanilla. The only slight alteration that I've made to the deal, I did alter the deal a little bit. I was leaning towards playing a troll mage this time, and that's just for the reason that I have always rolled undead mages from the get-go in WoW. My very first character in WoW was an undead mage. He only went up to about 20 or so, and then I got into a human rogue that I took to about 44 or so, and that was the end of my vanilla story. The next time I played was Burning Crusade, and I rolled a brand new Blood Elf Hunter, and that's been my main ever since. Recently I did take a retail Undead Mage up to, I believe, level 78 or so. Yeah, I didn't take them into War Within, so they got pretty high just from doing dungeons and stuff, but they'll probably ding 80 pretty soon here. I think we got Legion Time Walking this week, so I'll probably take my retail Undead Mage into there. But I tried to roll Mage on this, and I just couldn't do it, or go Troll instead of Undead, just because I've done Undead so many times. But I think the reason why I keep on rolling Undead Mages is because that very first character that I have, I've never completed that goal of getting them through the vanilla content. Even took one crack at it back when Classic first rolled out in like 2018 or 2019. Played for about 2 weeks, of course, Undead Mage. But at that time I wasn't streaming. Streaming has given me a lot of motivation to actually play characters and finish them. We have been getting a lot further with our playthroughs, so I figured if there's any chance to complete our very first goal from that very first character that I rolled back, when vanilla released, now's the time. So undead it is. We were born to be dead in vanilla. We were born to be undead in a lot of playthroughs, but this one we're going to make sure that we get to the end with. He will be going through the dark portal. The question is, will the hunter and the mage make it in time to be there on opening day? I sure hope so. I'm going to be a lot bit more busy with work, but I still have a lot of nights and weekends, so my heart says yes. But yeah, I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't a little bit worried about how long it's going to take to level up. Classic goes so slow with the leveling. Mage will be a little bit quicker though than the hunter, that's for sure. I've spent a lot of time taking care of my pet and doing a bunch of pet stuff, so that alone will make it faster. Not to mention I have a lot of mage experience. I'm still not a very skilled player. I am me, and I mess things up. That's why I don't want to really even think about doing hardcore, because as you'll see, I'll probably have some dumb deaths even tonight. So it's not really worth it for me to try to do the whole hardcore thing. It probably only lasts an episode or two. We'll pretend that this is hardcore though. Let's just put on our imaginary imagination cap and pretend that this is a hardcore roll right now, and we'll see what level I get to. If there's any character that I could get further, the furthest, it would be an undead mage, just because I've done that so many times through Tirisfal Glades. I was going to take the troll through Tirisfal Glades, and I don't know, I couldn't do it. I had to go undead. So a troll something will happen someday, but I'm just not sure which class we're going to do it with yet. But yeah, let's go ahead and get all the way in here. I've got probably about an hour and a half right now that we can play. I gotta go pick up Yuki a little bit later tonight, and then we should get some more. Probably switch back to the hunter tonight because it's his turn to go. We got our Battle for Azeroth playthroughs for Warlock and Alliance pretty far this week. They're both up to about 25, 26, maybe even 27. And then we've got our Goblin Shaman that is playing through Cataclysm content. He got to, I think we're around 13 or so. I'm looking forward to this. I don't get tired of the undead starting area because it just brings back all that nostalgia from back in the day. So I'm ready for it. So let's get going here. I've already taken the liberty to go ahead and create him. Obviously, I do what I always do. I go ahead and try to remake my my character that I made from our opening, which I think we got him pretty close. Not too far off. Got pretty big ears, but I mean, so do I. Got pretty big ears too. So this name that I gave him too. So I had a character already reserving this name on this server. Back like about a week before I started streaming. Went ahead and deleted him so I could give him this name. This is a name that I give to almost all my main characters in any type of role-playing game or anything like that. So he's taking the top slot. That's a top tier name for me. I cannot remember where I came up with that name. But I've been using it ever since I was in high school, I think, for characters. I know the K comes from my name being Kevin and just you trying to come up with something there, but it is a special thing that he's taking this name because all the other ones are just random generated names, so top priority for this guy here. Let's go ahead and get our game music on, because we gotta hear our Tears Fall Blades and our opening. Okay, I don't believe I need to, yeah, everything should be set. I remember when we first did Classic the first time, there were some issues with the frame rate and stuff, but this is all the same install, so it should be good here. Just so you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, the other half of the story is with the Alliance Hunter here. There's a whole playlist. We're on episode 16 I believe right now, 16, and hour-wise, we're probably about, I'd say probably 30 hours or so in, because we've had some 4 or 5 hour streams. But today it's going to be about an hour and a half, and then we'll probably get on our hunter tonight. But it is patch night, so the servers will come down, unfortunately. I hate Tuesday night that it's even lower or earlier now for me because being in Japan here, daylight savings time is like 11 p.m. here at night on a Tuesday. So I used to be able to at least play till midnight, but now it's to 11. Maybe if I'm feeling good, I will stay up. I am pretty much over the cold that I had the last couple days. Here, we'll let the narration go.
Undead armies of the Scourge seek to eradicate all
I love this.
on Azeroth. Led by the Banshee Sylvanas Windrunner, a group of renegades broke away from the Scourge and freed themselves of the Lich King's domination. Known by some as the Forsaken, this group fights a constant battle, not only to retain its freedom from the Scourge, but also to slaughter those who would hunt them as monsters. With Sylvanas as their Banshee Queen, the Forsaken have built a dark stronghold beneath the ruins of Lordaeron's former capital city. This hidden undercity forms a sprawling labyrinth that stretches beneath the haunted woods of the Tirisfal Glades. Though the very land is cursed, the zealous humans of the Scarlet Crusade still cling to their scattered holdings, obsessed with
how's it going, Catherine Hope?
And retaking their homeland. Convinced that the primitive races of the Horde can help them achieve victory over their enemies,
Looks like we got somebody hanging out there.
Entered an alliance of convenience, harboring no true loyalty for their new allies.
This is the first episode of a brand new classic playthrough.
To ensure their dark plans come to fruition. As one of the Forsaken, you must massacre any who pose a threat to the new order, human, undead, or otherwise.
Okay, gonna make this as painless as possible here. Let me, the intro seemed a little bit quiet. I'm gonna turn up my volume a little bit. Hopefully it wasn't too quiet for you guys. But yeah, we'll go ahead and fix that. I'm gonna switch to the War Within one. That one looks the coolest. Not that I really need a damage meter so much, but I do like to have it. And I would like to, let's see. Okay, we want to do auto loot, of course. Where do I do my... turned off the lights here, getting into the undead theme here a little bit, making it a little darker in the room. Okay, I'm gonna move these frames around a little bit and make sure I get them in a spot where they are not in the way. Yeah, it's like I always think that it would be nice to be able to do this part off camera. I mean, I could always just edit it out, but I do want to have the intro because, you know, the intros to WoW are so cool that I don't really want to cut that out. But then again, it is kind of disruptive. I know at the beginning of a playthrough to have to sit and watch me play with my windows, but I think we're pretty good for now. As I said, I've played an undead mage in Classic quite a few times back in the day, and in retail after that, so I am really familiar with this first area. Doesn't mean I won't do stupid shit and get myself killed, but let's see, get all the action bars. Yeah, there we go. Okay, should be good for right now. Well, it looks like we've got still got our key bindings good. Okay, so we'll put that there. How's it going, Freya? Let me see. Do I have my music on? Sometimes I turn off music when I'm doing stream music, but I wanna take in the Tears Fall Glades music tonight. Yeah, we had it off for we were probably leveling in Loch Modan for 5 hours straight and doing stream music. Okay, let's take our first quest.
About time you woke up. We were ready to toss you into the fire with the others, but it looks like you made it. I am Mordo, the caretaker of the Crypt of Deathnell, and you are the Lich King's slave no more. Speak with Shadow Priest Sarvis in the chapel at the base of the hill. He will tell you more of what you must know.
As you can see, we will be using the voiceover add-on. I think it makes Classic far better. I really wish that this add-on was also available for all of retail. I use Chatty in PC on retail to have the same more immersive dialogue. It's all AI generated, but I really feel like this one has been curated really well because like all of the characters sound really good in Classic. Really fitting for the race that they are. You know, the Taurens sound like Taurens. Gnomes sound squeaking and annoying, just like they should. You know. But unfortunately, yeah, it's only for Classic. It says it's AI generated, so you would think that they could just maybe they have no interest in doing it for retail. I know a lot of people in the Classic community aren't a fan of retail, but I'm a person who plays all WoW, so I like all the different versions. That being said, I do wish there were less versions that you have to juggle. That would be nice, because it does get confusing sometimes how to get the best playthrough of the story if you're looking to get the story from the beginning to the current game, which is what I'm trying to do on my channel.
No other race on Azeroth has suffered as much as our people, adventurer. To laugh in the face of death has become second nature for all of us.
Now, this will be the first time going through Tears Fall Glades with this add-on, though, so that's kind of cool.
Another of the Walking Dead HM? Must have been quite a shock, waking up in the crypt with only the cold and Mordo to greet you. I see the confusion on your face. Let me try to explain our situation to you. We have been freed from the control of the Lich King by our new leader, Lady Sylvanas. The Dark Lady guides us in our war against the hated Scourge.
I hope she guides us well.
Who dog our every step.
Foreshadowing.
We Forsaken are at war with the Lich King's army of the Scourge, necromantically raised armies of the undead, foul beasts of the north, and tormented specters. The northern part of the village has become overrun with the mindless ones, and they must be destroyed. Destroy them. Show them no mercy. Our former brothers and sisters, as they might be. The fallen are nothing but the Lich King's slaves.
And as I always say, that one of the nice benefits about that add-on is that you can take the quest, run away, and still hear the dialogue. So yeah, saves you some time too. Okay, I think I need to turn my option bar on and off again to let's see. Alright, can I move this questy tracker? Okay, don't be a pain, questy. Unlock tracker. Yeah, not sure why that was covering up the bar there. I was trying to remember if there's a way to make the UI a little bit smaller. I think I might have done that on my dwarf. Oh well, I'll worry about that later. Now that I have the playthrough started, I can take some off-camera time to play around with add-ons and stuff. Not going to get bogged down in that now. Okay.
Is low.
Wow, already a guild invite, huh? You know what? Sure, why not? Dream Sky is our server name, so it's always nice to have some chatter going on. Especially, I've found that enjoyable on my dwarf. I don't really get involved very much, but it is nice to know other humans do exist sometimes. Classic can feel a little bit lonely. Well, let's get our melee up.
Not enough mana.
Okay. I do love this starting area so much. Okay, we definitely don't need that stuff hotkeyed, so I'm going to move that over. I'm going to have to, let's see, yeah. Looks like I have some of my hotkeys set, but not all of them. Yeah, they're kind of in a weird order. I'll play around with those later. Usually my my undead character has hair though, so my retail undead mage that I recently I'm almost to 80 with, he's also bald, so we're in a bald phase, I guess. Makes sense. I mean, I started playing this like 20 years ago, so I'm not balding. I have hair. I say that crossing my fingers that I continue to have hair. I'm at that age where it's totally possible to lose your hair. Game industry recently, I think makes everybody lose their hair. I've definitely gotten some gray hair from the game industry. I will tell you that. That is without a doubt. Especially in the last year, I've noticed, you know, which was a pretty stressful year as far as work and stuff went. Definitely feel the game industry taking its toll on me. Okay, so we got our first ding on our way to being high level. It's weird. It does seem to me like the undead mage going through this area over here is a lot quicker than the experience I'm having as a hunter doing Dunmorrow and Loch Modan. It is my very first time in those zones, though. I had never even stepped foot in Loch Modan before.
You'll be enlisted in his service also.
So that may add to it. But also I just feel like there might be a little more running around, further quest objectives, things like that.
And wings, and if you bring me some, I'll find some armor for you. You'll find a good number of wolves.
I expected to be a little higher than 20 right now, but yeah, I'm still only 20. I am 20, but I've gotten, my pet has got all the skills that he needs. I've tamed some extra pets to teach him other skills. Did a bunch of like elite quests by myself in Loch Modan. Pretty much finished off that whole zone. Only one quest left that I'll have to come back and do a little bit later when I'm higher. Supposed to be killing Chulksul right now, who I guess is the ogre overlord in that zone. I am undecided on how I'm going to spec my character. I will need to put some thought into it though, because it's a lot harder to re-roll in Classic as far as your skills, and I usually play Frost, but I don't know. I may switch at least that part of it up a little bit this time. I may lean more into to Fire this time. I'll have to do some research, because yeah, right before I started streaming, which I just had my 3-month anniversary of becoming a streamer in any capacity at all. I'd never streamed anything before, but 3 months ago I started doing that, and right before I started streaming I played the Undead Mage off camera, because I was just coming back to WoW after probably about a 6-year break or so. Legion was the last expansion that I had partaken in. So we are playing catch up on my channel, going through Battle for Azeroth right now, holding off on stuff like Shadowlands, Dragonflight, and War Within until we get through the Battle for Azeroth stuff. Gave me a little helping hand there. Nice guy. Good to see the undead community is still very supportive. Yeah, I just love being in this area. I'm always kind of like a little sad when I finish off the undead area. I do like Silverpine Forest and stuff, but I just love this, how nice and contained it is. Feels like home. Yeah, so the end goal of the channel is to have a full playthrough of every version of WoW, not as far as like every server type thing like that. I'm basically just vanilla WoW and then every expansion, in as close to a form as it was back in the day. It's not possible with some. The reason this character is where he is because we're gonna ride the 20th anniversary servers all the way through vanilla, and I believe end of this year or beginning of next year is the Burning Crusade, so we will knock off Burning Crusade. That's where we'll get our playlist for Burning Crusade done with this character and the Hunter, and then we'll do the same with Wrath of the Lich King. I have a Cataclysm playthrough going through already. That is it started on Cataclysm classic, but because I want the playlist to be Cataclysm centric, we're not going to be staying in classic and doing the whole go through all of vanilla, all of Burning Crusade, and all of Wrath of the Lich King before going into Cataclysm. We're doing a run of, and this all happened kind of on the fly. I was kind of didn't plan well on that front, and I thought I was going to go through classic the whole way on that one, but we did a time anomaly where we re-rolled the exact same character with the same name on retail after we got off of the Goblin starter area. So we have transitioned over to retail now. We're going to be hitting all of the major Cataclysm affected zones where all the Cataclysm storylines are with Garrosh and Thrall and all that stuff. And so that means level scaling. That's going to be the key to make all that work. Our classic Goblin got parked in Orgrimmar. I picked up the I just ran the his duplicate through the island really quick to get him to the same point. We started him right back off in Orgrimmar, and now I'm in Azshara doing the Azshara Cataclysm content for the very first time. It's pretty fun. I'm not a big fan of the vehicle sections, but because I don't know, they always just seem a little busted to me. We played that yesterday.
Far away.
But yeah, we're on episode 4 of that. It's funny because looking back at things now, I almost probably should have labeled my Worgen Warrior playlist that we're on, I think, episode 18 or so of that. Or no, maybe 19. So those are all 1-2 hour episodes. So we're really far into that, so we can't really make any changes now. But it's basically the Horde side of the Cataclysm playthrough. The only difference is the Worgen Warrior is not going to go through Mount Hyjal, Uldum, the underwater level, basically all the Cataclysm specific levels. He is basically on a Cataclysm path though, because he did the Worgen starting area, and then without trying to, I just got pushed into the Cataclysm content with well, melee. We'll get that melee skill up. That's what we're doing. Yeah, just kind of ended up doing stuff in Darkshore for the Night Elves. So we're kind of doing the Alliance side of. When I do have my playlist at the end, I may kind of label that as the Alliance side of the Cataclysm playthrough, because only certain expansions are going to have a Horde and Alliance character. Obviously, Battle for Azeroth, which where both sides are around. I have a playthrough for both of those going right now. Those are both around getting close to 30 or so, level 30 on each side. Been having a lot of fun with that. That's a really cool expansion so far. I do not see any of the shortcomings that everybody seems to have with Battle for Azeroth. I'm having a lot of fun. The story moments have been really good so far. So yeah, expansions that make sense, like Battle for Azeroth, will have a Horde and Alliance playthrough. But others such as like Shadowlands, probably Dragonflight, and then when we go back and hit some of the other ones like Pandaria, they will just have one character. It's really just the expansions that it makes sense, because you really can't see the whole story unless you're on 2 characters. But it's nothing saying that, you know, if I achieve all my other goals, I won't go back and add in a playthrough for the other side. later because I will be playing WoW. I've got the signed up for the year subscription not too long ago, so as you can see by my channel branding, I'm definitely in it for the long haul here. As of this recording today, it's April 22nd, 2025, and just today I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube finally. Subscribers have been really slow. It's a tough grind. It took me little over 3 months. It's probably 3 months and a few days to hit 100 subscribers, but I'm really happy to finally get to that milestone. A lot of people say that the first 100 is the hardest, the first 1,000 is the hardest. I hope that is true, because definitely I think I'm up to about 180 videos on my channel. I think gradually the quality is coming up. I do watch a lot of other WoW creators, and one thing that I have been doing for motivation recently is some of my favorite WoW creators, like Jedi Warlock is one that I like quite a bit. I love his lore videos. He kind of goes after solving WoW mysteries and things like that. I was checking out his channel yesterday, and I just got curious, and I was thinking, you know, how old is his channel? Because you know he's so accomplished now and has so many really cool videos with a lot of. Oh, we got a robe. So many cool videos with a lot of subscribers, and I was surprised to see that his channel is only 4 years old. So I got curious then about what his progression through the YouTube algorithm has been like, and it was kind of a real big morale boost for me, because obviously the subscribers does take a while to go up. You do put in a lot of work, but it just takes time. It's a grind, and need a little bit of luck on your side from the YouTube gods as well. But I was looking at his stuff, and a lot of his first videos are very similar to the way I started, kind of long episodes without cuts. You can see that his delivery, and you know, obviously now he's making full videos where he probably spends the better part of a week or even longer possibly doing research and making edited content, which is something that's on my list to do as well. But it's I'm just learning Premiere, kind of getting used. Just started doing some cuts to my episodes. Think I'm probably going to do some practice over the weekend. I think I may take the you know, we have about 15 episodes right now of our dwarf hunter for the other half of this Taste of Vanilla playthrough. We've gotten up to level 20, and you know, that's about, it's been, like I said, probably 30 plus hours of content. Might be cool to just mash all that down into a kind of like major leveling spots, funny moments that happened, random deaths, interesting things, and just kind of cut that first 20 levels into a single video. Probably give me really good practice. I just like to throw fireballs at things. I don't have a quest for this right now. Yeah, it might give me some good practice though. I use a lot of other 3D programs and Photoshop, and been using a lot of AI programs and stuff recently too, to help the channel out. So I should pick it up pretty quickly. I did notice I made some edits to the goblin playthrough that we're doing with Cataclysm, because I had to step away from the
unfortunate that The scourge cannot be brought
to step
into
away
the
from the
fold.
keyboard
Large
to help
numbers would
Yuki
be
with some
useful in the
Photoshop
battles
problems
ahead.
on the weekend for about an
But
hour.
they will not
So
join us.
I
we
wanted to
have no
cut that out.
choice but to destroy
So
them.
that meant I had to learn how to cut that out in
While you were
Premiere.
off dealing with the mindless scourge, this scroll arrived for you. I would think it's some matter of importance, as it seems
Okay,
it
got
bears the seal of the
Keen
mage
intellect.
trainer Isabella. I would take some time to read it before heading out again.
Okay, Will of the Forsaken. We'll put that there. Gotta put our Cannibalize on. Don't have a wand, but I wish I did, so I'm gonna put that down here too. I can't remember when you get the first wand. I need to go sell really quick. But yeah, we're doing my first couple edits. I mean, if you could call that edits, it's really just trimming some stuff. But booting up Premiere and using it, and then exporting the video at the end. Like it takes a while to export the stuff. It was going for probably I mean, it was a pretty long video. It was like a 3-hour video. To trim it down to 2 hours, the export probably took about an hour, and on my computer I would have thought it would have gone a lot better because I have a pretty beefy computer. Hey, how's it going, Dre? I noticed recently your name color has changed. Did you get like some type of upgrade or something? On Twitch I'm talking about. You used to have a blue name and now you have a green name. What's up with that? Are you like did you get promoted in Twitch? Oh, Destiny 2 the final shape raid race. Oh, you're doing some Destiny 2, huh? I just moused over your... I know surprisingly little about Twitch and the emotes and all that stuff. There's still so much I haven't set up on Twitch. That I probably should, like, you know, just like when somebody subscribes or something like that, I still don't have that set up.
I would think it's some matter of importance.
You know what? I still have more stuff to sell.
Seal of the mage trainer Isabella. I would take some time to read it before heading out again.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I should probably study up on that stuff, shouldn't I? You would think it might be important for somebody who's spending many hours a week streaming to know about that stuff. It's just one of those things that keeps getting pushed to the back. It's funny because my main goal, my main goals for streaming are all tied to YouTube more than Twitch. Just because I want to build the channel and have like a playlist that sticks around. On Twitch, I don't like the way my videos disappear after a couple of months. I have the Twitch Turbo subscription, so they stay around a little bit longer than some people, but they still do disappear, so that kind of makes me unhappy. So
I would take some time to read it before
sorry, we already listened to his quest text a couple times there, so I'm just grabbing it.
Now let's see you under pressure.
I really am looking to build the following on YouTube, but I've met the most people that are awesome to talk to and stuff on Twitch. So I do need to eventually take some time and
You must return to me often.
take some time and actually set up my Twitch a little bit better. Because I do think my Twitch probably looks a little NPC, a little generic. Oh, YouTube keeps them forever. Yeah, I mean, unless you do something like take your pants off on camera or do something offensive or something, your stuff is good. To your detriment if you're not careful. Yeah, that's so like with YouTube I kind of feel like I'm building something that's going to last, you know, something you know, me and Yuki are looking to have kids here. Something that, you know, if we have kids, I can show my kids, you know, 20 years from now or something, like, hey, check out what I was doing. And they'll be like, what the hell is World of Warcraft? You know, like, I like that aspect of it. But Twitch, I do understand, if you are going to try to make a second income with streaming, Twitch is really a really important piece of the puzzle. So all the advice that I've seen online has been that Twitch is really hard to have people discover you on, because the discoverability just isn't very good. So usually you build the following on YouTube, and then you take that following and kind of point them towards your Twitch channel, which is kind of works out for now, just because I haven't had time to set up anything on Twitch. But I'm not monetized on either yet, so yeah, it's kind of something I'll worry about once I get there, but I think I have to put in some more work first before I to there. I did hit 100 subscribers though today, so I am happy about that. First 100, hopefully the hardest 100.
I need more mana.
Yeah, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the video, Dre, but this is the other half of the Dwarf Hunter playlist that we're doing, the Taste of Vanilla one. I really wanted to break out of my mold of playing undead with mage. I wanted to do a troll mage, but I just couldn't do it. I feel like I have to see an undead mage through vanilla someday. So I was kind of selfish, and I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna play what my heart's telling me to, and it's I even gave him my main RPG name, Craigor here. That's what all single player games I always choose that name. But yeah, while the dwarf side is a little more like seeing parts of the game that I've never seen before, this side is going to be more nostalgia and finishing stuff that I started a long time ago, we'll say, because my very first character was named Craigor and was an undead mage, and he never made it all the way through vanilla. He only got to like level 25 or so, probably. My human rogue made it to like 44 in vanilla, I think. So I have still never gone all the way to 60 in vanilla. So I want to knock out Alliance and Horde this time. I'm trying to think, what is this? I don't remember. Oh, you know what? That's what. Yeah, that's Season of Discovery. Okay. Yeah. This map add-on that I'm using does have some. Oh no. Okay, he is here. I don't remember this one. Wait, what is this?
Do a favor for a young man who's been fighting more than his fair share of mindless zombies and spiders. I got this here letter that needs to go to Brill, to an innkeeper named Renee.
Why am I not remembering this quest?
Don't really matter none what her last name is. Anyway, it's a nice, cozy little place full of victims of the plague, trying to make their way in the world. And it'd be a great spot for you to rest too if the need arises. You should check it out. You do.
Okay. I know
well.
what this is. No, this is just the...
Trust no one.
I think it confused me because I still haven't done this rattle cage skeleton, so usually that's the breadcrumb quest that sends you to Brill. But obviously we're not ready for Brill yet because I still need to do a couple things here. Yeah, popped up in a different order than I was used to. Don't see many people play undead. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just for me when. So I was living in Japan when Vanilla launched and WoW came out. I actually had to have my mother was visiting from America, and she brought me the I gave her a list of games that I wanted her to pick up, because you know, now things are totally different here. I can go to well, I mean, physical games throughout the world are kind of on the decline, but there was a while that it got so you could pretty much buy most games in Japan, American games and stuff, at PC shops and stuff. You could get the English versions, but at that time there was nowhere that was selling them. I used to go to Akihabara sometimes to look for them, and I did find one PC shop that had some PC games, but World of Warcraft was not one of them, so I had to ask her before she came to visit to pick that one up for me. And I remember being really excited to get it installed, and just hoping that my internet connection was good enough. I was already playing EverQuest at the time, so I was pretty sure it was going to work, but I remember logging in, seeing the character creation, and it's like, you know, that feeling of like, I'm in, you know. I don't know if you get that anymore, because it was still playing games online was still kind of a novelty. You know, I'd put hundreds and hundreds of hours in EverQuest at that time, but still I didn't have many games that I played. Still weren't very many MMOs out at the time, and it was kind of always a mess trying to get online and signed up for the services and things. But yeah, I remember getting the character select screen, and I think I just games don't usually let you play as an undead. They usually make you kill undead, so I'd remembered the campaign from Warcraft 3, so
Thank you, adventurer.
I was
This
all
armor
about
should help you out.
playing
Hopefully it should
undead.
do you more good than the last one to wear it. My friend, Marla Phipps, lived with her husband Samuel before the plague, but when the plague came, Samuel succumbed and joined the Scourge's ranks. Marla was spared and on death, only to die at the hands
Yeah,
of her now mindless husband.
that feeling will
love
forever
that
be
her
attached
last
to
dying wish
this
was to
zone,
be buried
in
with her
particular
beloved
Tirisfal
Samuel.
Glades. So
Samuel Phipps roamed
when I was
the
trying to
ruined
roll
town
my
of
troll
Royal
mage,
Northeast of
I was looking at the character select screen, and I just couldn't do it. I was like, I've got unfinished business. I thought bringing an undead mage on retail to 80 would do it, but right when I got back to WoW this time, which was in January of this year, I got to like level like 50 or so in like just like 2 days. So it didn't have any of the accomplishment with it. And of course the class is way different now than it was before.
There is a gold
So I still feel like vanilla WoW I have not conquered. So I got to do it as an undead mage here.
We can't very well get it while the spiders are crawling around in there. I've not much manpower to commit to the task, so we'll just have to do it little by little.
And my two favorite classes in WoW are Hunter and Mage. Those are the two that I've had the most fun with so far. But there are still classes I have never played. I've never played a Druid.
You there?
Never played a
If you're looking
Priest.
for something to make yourself useful, then listen
What
up.
else?
We need fresh
Obviously, I've
out-of-the-ground
never played
recruits to
Invoker,
head into
'cause,
Deathknell and search for any sort of useful
I've only
equipment.
unlocked
Most likely,
Dragonflight,
they'll be in stacks of boxes. We expect more
Dragon
recruits to
riding
be
in
rising
Dragonflight.
soon, and unless we want them to stumble about naked, we had better get to scavenging. We'll get to work, you
Love this guy's
miserable
hair.
bag of bones. I'm not going to reward those without some hustle.
Yeah, the voices are great in this classic voiceover.
Embrace the shadow.
Yeah, me too. I really like ranged class, and I like mages. Those are like the two. I don't know why I used to tank in EverQuest 1 and EverQuest 2. I played a warrior in both of those. It might have just been because like the ranged combat in that game was really lacking. Like the mages were cool and stuff, but playing a ranger, I tried playing a ranger because I thought it would be all bow and arrow, and it's just basically a warrior that can shoot a bow a little bit in that game. Okay, we still need more rattle cages. Let's do those. I wonder, I probably have another spell I can get really quick. So you changed your badge there. Does that mean you've been playing Destiny 2? Or just kind of like the way the badge looked?
Greetings. I'm an undead mage trainer, and you're a mage.
Water. It is so nice to be able to cast water. The ports will speed things up too. I do a lot of running around on my dwarf. That playthrough has given me a real appreciation for that area, though. I really, really love that area. Down Moreau, Iron Forge, Loch Modan. I want to do a video on that area, my progression through it. Experiencing it for the first time like 20 years after release was a really cool experience. Probably put it right behind Tirisfal Glades. The last time I visited, like really went through the whole Stormwind and Westfall area and stuff, though, was in vanilla, so there's probably quite a bit of nostalgia on that side too. I need to find some character
yes, adventurer.
on retail or a different classic playthrough or something where I go through all that, because I have a lot of fond memories of that too. There's a rattle cage. A little low on mana, but why not? Yeah, could have been just they gave it to everybody, because I know they were pushing the final shape hard. I worked on Destiny 2. I worked on Destiny 1 and 2. I worked on multiplayer maps for Destiny 1 for a little bit in the very last expansion, the Rise of Iron expansion. And I worked a lot on the, what is it called? Eastern Dead Zone? Am I remembering the name wrong? European Dead Zone. Yeah, the European Dead Zone, the first big open space in Destiny 2. I did most of the pathways and the main path and all the speeder jumps and all that stuff. I also worked on some multiplayer stuff on that too. European Dead Zone was my biggest contribution though. I never really got into Destiny 2 though. I was super into Destiny 1 before I was working there. I was doing a lot of raids and up through the Fallen King. That was probably one of the best gaming experiences I've had, just because I was playing with like five or six other real life friends that all lived in Seattle, up there where I was at the time when I was with Microsoft, and just getting on audio with everybody and finding our way through those raids on the first day they were out and stuff. This is a really cool adventure. But after working there, I got that whole effect of, you know, when you're working on something all day, you don't really want to go home and look at the same thing again. So when it came to Destiny 2, I kept putting off playing the main game, and then I never really got around to it. I did beat the original Destiny 2 campaign before they took it out.
I am finished with you, adventurer. You have shown yourself to be worthy of the freedom
and that's
that
kind
you have
of
been given. Many will stand against you for what you have become, but know that no matter what they may try to do against us, we are
very
free
dramatic dialogue
and
here. I don't
will
want to
not
interrupt.
be shackled again. Take these and be on your way. You have much to accomplish, adventurer.
Yeah, I think the thing that 100% killed Destiny 2 for me was I had bought all the expansions and stuff, and I'd played through a little bit of it, but I was planning on catching up on the story and stuff and going through it, and then they took out the ability to play old stories, like that whole area that I worked on, the European Dead Zone. I think it was like totally removed from the game. That whole Red War or whatever was taken out, and after that, I just, my brain doesn't do well with starting a story partway through, or like skipping through to other things and not having the whole story and context and stuff, and like knowing that a lot of the main story of the game had been removed, especially for expansions, you know, that already paid for. I was kind of annoyed by that. Made me not really want to play the game. I am not finding any of these scavenged goods. I don't know if they're just really popular here, or maybe they don't sparkle like they did. Oh, here, yeah, okay, that's what it is. They don't sparkle. I'm so used to sparkling. Yeah, right. The Destiny 1 was a ton of fun at the beginning, but I feel like my time with it had to come to an end, because that was definitely a game that if you were gonna play and raid and do all that stuff, like, you couldn't really gauge how long you were gonna be online. You couldn't say like, oh, I'm gonna be on for a 2-hour session. It was like, if you if you get in those raids, like the Fallen King raid and stuff like that, right when we were first trying to figure out how to clear that, you know, even when the strategy was out there, it's just like you have to do things perfect, and if you don't do it perfect, you're gonna wipe. And you know, 2-hour gaming session quickly turns into a 5-hour gaming session, and yeah, I just came to a time when I couldn't really do that anymore with work. So it was good while it lasted. That's one place where I kind of feel like WoW is kind of evergreen there, especially what they've done with classic servers. Just being able to come back and experience that nostalgia. Oh, those textures are pretty rough on these boxes. Just those boxes were kind of Microsoft Paint. Oh wow, yeah, they look like cardboard boxes. They don't really read like boxes in this universe to me. I would think those should be wood planks, like everything else around it. Guess I never really noticed before when they're sparkling. Oh, we need to go do spiders. Okay, let's go do spiders. Oh, oh, we got Frostbolt too, that's right. Do we turn that in? Yeah, let's turn that in. Yeah, the patches tonight. I was kind of hoping to get a long hunter session in tonight, but
Great work, adventurer. I knew you weren't useless. Here,
probably be a
have one of
pretty
the better
short one
items I
with
found out
the
of the lots that have been
server
collected
going
so
down at
far.
11 p.m. here. I have to pick up Yuki and got about 20 minutes left for this one.
Our time will come.
Yeah, Yuki has her part-time job today, so she teaches children, helps them with their homework as a part-time job, a couple nights a week. How did this get moved over again? Keeps on getting moved. Okay. Hopefully we'll catch Samuel over there when he's not being swarmed by other players. Oh yeah, I should be starting with this. Something so comforting about playing through this area. Yeah, after I started the retail Undead Mage at the beginning of this year, I was really wishing I would have had it on stream because I hadn't started streaming yet, but it was really only about a week of playing him, so this will be much more interesting to have on stream. Much longer go at it. Wrong spell, oh well. I don't know. I really feel like this is just so much faster than playing as a dwarf hunter. I do realize there was quite a bit of me wandering around not knowing what I'm doing in that playthrough, but things just seem to be spaced so much closer together in this area. Even when I compare like the very first dwarf starting area. Might be one reason why I've started liking that zone so much, because I've had so much time running around the zones to appreciate the ambience and ambiance. Not quite sure the right one.
I don't have a target.
Wonder if that action targeting exists in. You know what, let's move this up a little bit so my debuffs aren't, move this up. I was like right where the cast bar is. I don't think the actual space is smaller. Although, you know what? Looking at it here, it might be smaller. Usually the the first box, I mean, you always, in all WoW Classic, you always start surrounded by mountains. I do think that this is probably a little bit smaller than the dwarf version of it. But yeah, it's also just probably familiarity. I do think that mages in general just kind of burn through stuff pretty quickly. Of course, later on you get into where you can kite multiple enemies and stuff too, which, at least on retail, I got pretty used to. This will be new territory for me as a mage, though, because I think that out of, you know, because like back in the day, you used to, it wasn't so easy to play with friends because everybody was on different servers. So a lot of times I would end up rolling new undead mages just because somebody new started playing and I wanted to start a character on their server, and you know, didn't feel like paying for a transfer. But I think the very highest I ever took one was level 30, I think. That was not during retail though, or not during vanilla. That would have been Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King. All of those undead mages orphaned on all those servers though. This one's for them. This is their revenge story. Most of them have the same name as this too. So I really do think though that even if I never make a dime streaming, the one thing that streaming will help me, well, actually a couple different things I think streaming helps with. For one, motivation to keep playing and not getting sidetracked. Having the different playthroughs going on, and you know, to a very small extent, having some people that are looking forward to watching more episodes of those series does make me move forward a little bit easier. Hate to waste anything in Classic because money is so tight, but I don't feel like running back right now. So we're just gonna finish this quest off. Yeah, and then I think the other, so there's the motivation to keep going on playthroughs of games and stuff has been great, but also I think streaming, at least for me, because I do it with commentary. I also do it with the idea that I don't always pay attention to you know, if somebody chats with me, I will always reply back, but I'm not always looking at the numbers to see if somebody's in the room or not. So I always just keep a dialogue with myself to kind of have commentary over the stream. There's obviously days when I'm sick or tired or something like that where I'm a little more quiet, but for the most part I keep up a dialogue the whole time, and I've found that it kind of acts a little bit like therapy in some ways, because obviously there's a bunch of stuff, you know, Dre, how the game industry has been recently. Being able to talk about some of the frustrations of that, get that type of stuff, even if nobody's listening, out and vocalize it, I do think it kind of acts as free therapy in some ways. Not saying that it solves your problems, because the game industry is still a trash heap on fire right now, but yeah, it's I think it's been a positive. Oh, you're gonna, So Dre's been thinking about streaming 3D character work, but his PC would explode if he tried. Wait for a better setup. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's one thing that's kind of held me off too. I mean, I haven't been doing a lot of stuff at home right now. I just kind of lack the motivation to do it recently. But I have had the thought that when I do it, I would like to stream it. I don't know though. I mean, it depends on what you're doing. Like if you're just gonna be in, I don't know. Are you a Maya? I'm guessing you're probably a Maya or Blender guy. If you do characters, I'm a 3ds Max guy. 3ds Max would be fine, but if you got into doing ZBrush and anything Unreal will tank. I've done some Photoshop stuff on stream before when like the server has come down. Okay, I am wasting so much gear here that I need to get back to camp and sell this stuff so I can not miss all this fat loot that we're getting here. ZBrush for sculpting, yeah. Do you do your whole base mess in? Are you one of those people that actually do your full-on modeling in ZBrush with the tool set in there, or do you create a character in Maya or Max or Blender and import it in to ZBrush? That's the way I've always done ZBrush work. I've always I'm not very good at the sculpting or modeling stuff in ZBrush. I've never really put time into learning that, but I've seen people that are really effective even in hard surface stuff, surprisingly. Oh, sweet. So you don't even have Maya or anything in your workflow then? I think more and more people will probably be going that route. I mean, it's one less software license that you need, so... I used to pay for ZBrush every single month, and then I've just realized that I don't use it often enough to warrant paying for as much as I am, especially when I was paying for it in US dollars, which Japan right now is horrible for the exchange rate. So I've got it turned off. Oh, I just got a message from Yuki. It looks like she's going to be about 15 minutes delayed. So that means we've got a little bit of extra time. We can hang out for about another 25 minutes, maybe. 20, maybe. Okay, let's go sell first.
This had better be good.
This is not one of the lucky characters that finds a belt or finds a bag.
Beware.
My
My
dwarf got pretty lucky and found one bag early, and then I had some cool people that were in the stream that came to play together that made me a couple I think like 8 slot bags. That was really helpful. This mage has not been lucky yet, though. He has not found a bag yet.
Well, it's a start. It'll take a few weeks or months to fully clean out the infestation. After that, we'll have to get down there with some torches to burn away the webbing. You've done your duty well, adventurer. I'm sure I can find something else for you to do. You'll be happy to know we appear
Never
to be
liked
making
this
progress
look
in
when
the
you
mine,
get
thanks in no
this
small part to your
this
efforts. We can now turn our eyes to other concerns. My scouts have reported that a
I
detachment
don't know
of the
why
Scarlet
that
Crusade is
this
setting up a
one
camp
quest, like the best
southeast
thing
of
for
here.
a mage,
The
well, the only
Scarlet
thing a mage can
Crusade
use
a
is the
despicable
vest,
organization
and
that hunts us, and
I
they
never
will
liked
not rest
going
until every
non-robe
undead,
as
Lich
a
King, scourge or no, is
mage.
destroyed.
Just doesn't feel
We
right.
must strike first. Be careful. Their unholy zeal makes them dangerous adversaries.
Okay, I need to... Okay, let's go do the Samuel part. Since we've got the Scarlet Crusade quest too. Oh, I might have a spell. I did get the... I saw the link, and I was on my phone when I looked into it, and I was like, yes, I need to get this. I haven't done it in front of a computer though, so I'm gonna try to get that installed before I play that character next, because I'm glad to see that other people
I'm an undead mage trainer.
feel
and
the
you're
same
a
way
mage.
about the not having the gun sounds in retail is weird. Okay, so 6 is the next time I get stuff. Okay,
Beware. Our
still got
enemies
another
abound.
level to go. Yeah, I definitely am gonna install that. Hopefully it still works. I know some add-ons get deprecated, but yeah, I should be doing the Battle for Azeroth playthrough probably tomorrow. Kind of giving each playlist one day of the week. I do I mean, nothing's set in stone with me, of course. I kind of just do what I'm feeling at the time, but I try to always do at least one WoW stream every day, unless it's a day that I have to take off from streaming or something. But if I have a WoW stream planned at nighttime, sometimes I'll do other games during the day, like Avowed or Hogwarts Legacy. Those are the two that I'm mainly playing right now. We've dabbled in a couple others on the channel, but for the time being, they're kind of on the back burner. Assassin's Creed Shadows is one that I have started, but I just haven't really gotten too into that one this time. I've played almost the whole series though, so. Let's see. Let me go check the Samuel camp down there. I believe it's... Yeah, it's down there. That's my alarm telling me that it should be time for me to go pick up Yuki, but she's running a little bit late. I appreciate you searching that out, though. It does look promising. I was happy to see, too, that it was... it looks like it's just an install. It's not a go into the game files and move things around one. I always get nervous doing that. I probably would do it if I had to, though, to get my gun sounds back.
Is low.
we'll get the rest of our Scarlet Crusaders. I just want to see if anyone's grabbing him right now. Daniel Elfman. Is that a Daniel Elfman reference there? There's Samuel. Okay. Got that. I just have to bury those Oh, let me look at that, if that action camera exists. Action targeting. I'm gonna give this a try. I'm trying this currently on my shaman. I thought I would turn it off in a couple minutes, but so far it's been kind of nice. There's been one or two times where I've kind of messed up with it, but it just automatically targets what you look towards. I did not even know that that was a setting in the game. But yeah, I ran into it in my Cataclysm playthrough the other day, so. One less click. Wish I had a wand. It's a shame they don't give you an option to have legacy sound effects. Yeah, I saw that. I think it has the option for the rogue to also have the gunshot sound as well, because the rogues now, they have those pistol shots to the face that they do. Those are cool. I don't know which expansion it's gonna be, but I've already decided that one of the expansions, maybe Shadowlands or Dragonflight. It would probably be Shadowlands or War Within. I'm gonna do a Kul Tiran rogue, and I'm gonna play the outlaw rogue that's basically just like a pirate. I like the gunshot stabby combination. I'm really enjoying that in Avowed right now. It's been about a week since I played Avowed. I put that one on hold for live streaming for a couple days, just because I have a couple extra episodes of that. I had a couple days, I think when this WoW server was down, where I did about like 6 hours of Avowed. So I've got like four episodes or so that are sitting in the backlog that I need to make thumbnails for and get caught up on before I add more to my backlog. That is one thing that I've started to get a little bit better at. When I first started streaming, I created such a backlog for myself because the first 3 or 4 weeks of streaming, I decided to just build up a big stable of content. Filmed a lot of episodes and figured that I would just launch my channel with a bunch of content on it. What I didn't take into account was how long it actually takes to get thumbnails made, to get things, all the categories filled out, to upload videos. It's all just a big time sink. So I had started with like this huge backlog. And there are a couple series that I'm still not caught up on. My Road to Lore Master series is filmed all the way up to level 30, or episode 30 right now, but I've only uploaded to 17, so I'm still sprinkling those in on days where I don't have other stuff to upload, or just kind of sandwiching it in with other ones. But yeah, I've kind of realized that it's not a good idea to build up a big backlog, because then it's, you know, it's not as current as well too, especially if I'm gonna play some game that like just came out. It's nice to be able to live stream it one day, either the same day or the next day, put it up on YouTube for the playlists. So yeah, I'm kind of actively trying to avoid adding more of an avowed backlog right now. Probably the next 3 or 4 days I'll be done uploading the backlog though. Okay, let's go bury our buddy Samuel. Oh, here, we'll do this one first.
What would you ask of death? If only they listened to reason, eh, adventurer? Perhaps we could sit them down for reasonable discourse. Ha ha! Light-blinded.
Yay, a staff.
Reports from my superiors in Brill indicate that an agent of the Scarlet Crusade was dispatched from the Scarlet Monastery and sent here to Deathnell. According to the reports from my superiors in Brill indicate that an agent of the Scarlet Crusade was dispatched from the Scarlet Monastery and sent here to Deathnell. According to the reports, the messenger possesses important information on his person. I do not have further details, but whatever it is, we must have it. You're the most qualified person I have to send, adventurer. Find that messenger and bring me whatever information you can find.
I don't know why I thought the Samuel return was behind the building here, but...
You have done a good deed today, adventurer. Although our struggle against the Scourge continues, let us hope that Marla and Samuel will find peace together in their final resting place.
Yeah, I got about 10 minutes more, and then I'm gonna have to go pick up Yuki. Okay, let's go get that. Okay, we're almost done with the this first little area, and then we're off to Brill. Try to get to the get this turned in, and that'll be our first episode. We'll have our first one in the book. Horde is a little bit behind, at least with my Battle for Azeroth playthrough. They I'm doing one after the other, so they're both on the same episode. But you know, this series, hey, a chest. This series, we're already 15 episodes in on the Alliance side. Oh god. This may be my first mistake here. gonna be close. I think we're just barely gonna make it if I don't get Ooh, that was close. All for a treasure chest. And see, if that was a hardcore run, that would have almost been the end of my my run. I am definitely not cut out for hardcore just because of reasons like that. I get greedy. But we live to tell the tale, this time anyways. Yeah, there's our dude. Oh. Densely populated right now. I'm gonna rush in and... Ooh, resist, not good. Oh, you're looking forward to the Elder Scrolls Oblivion remake? Yeah, me too. I think I will probably do that on the channel because... Oh, I got a pouch. Okay, that's awesome. I got lucky and got a pouch. Yeah, I didn't get too far into Oblivion. It's one of the... I played the hell out of Morrowind and became like the head of like every single guild, like the Mage Guild, the Fighters Guild, everything in Morrowind. And played a ton of Skyrim, but kind of did the same thing where I never even finished the main quest because I played 100, 200 hours of side quests and other random stuff, but kind of skipped Oblivion for the most part. Just came at a time when I didn't have a lot of time to play. But I would like to right that wrong.
Continue to build up a camp near the
a remake is a great way to do it because the game's not easy to look at now.
A map of the
going back
of some of their field commanders and agents. We can use this. These will need to be taken to my superior, Executor Zygand, in Brill. With this information, we'll be able to deal a decisive blow to the Scarlet Crusade. Your services have been useful here in Deathnell, but I need someone to deliver this to Zygand, and I believe he'll be able to find you more appropriate work. Take the road north out of Deathnell. Soon after entering Tirisfal proper, you'll hit a crossroads. Take the eastern fork and keep going east. You'll pass Cold Hearth Manor along the way.
Yeah, so Deathnell is done there. Yeah, I did see though that they finally have said that yes, it is a thing. They are making it. I mean, the leaks were everywhere, but so I think I am going to. We'll turn on our outgoing music here. I'm gonna make the run to Brill really quick. Call this episode complete. Yeah, I am convinced that the undead side here, it goes way faster than the dwarf side does, at least for me. I remember with the hunter, it was only a couple months ago that I was starting it, but even around like level 5 or 6, I started getting those first feelings of like, Oh wait, this classic takes a lot longer than I'd remembered, you know, but I'm not having any of that yet. I think you don't really feel that until around 20 or so on this side. The journey to 20 has seemed really long though for the hunter. Part of that is because of the pet, doing all the pet stuff, and I've spent a lot of time doing trade skills because I'm doing engineering for Hunter. We got our NPC muted right now, but we know what he's talking about. Oh, so this is probably a season of discovery. Oh no, this is just Gordo. He's pathing. We'll pick him up. It's not down there, is he? No. Okay. Yeah, sometimes those markers are a little bit off. But yeah, I hope everybody has enjoyed the start of a new series here. It's been putting it off for quite a while, getting the Horde side of vanilla started, but Classic does take a while to level, so I'm gonna have to give Classic the respect it deserves to, if I'm gonna make it to the Burning Crusade, going through the Dark Portal on the eve of launch. I think I've got a while here, but I don't know. Those we're gonna do this Gloomweed quest later. Park myself in the inn so I get some rested experience. Yeah, for me the big thing too is it's still the unknown factor, because as I said, in actual vanilla, the highest I ever got was 44 as a rogue, human rogue. So I never have taken a character all the way to 60 in Classic. So for never doing those last like 10 levels, 10 or 15 levels, I can't really gauge how long it's actually going to take, and that kind of, you know, I definitely have goals on the channel, so I want to make sure I clear them. So I need to start getting that closer to the finish line here. That way, if I have to put extra time in the Classic one and slow down on some of the retail ones to make sure I get them all in time, I will. Alright, so I'm going to park myself in the inn. We're not going to turn in all this stuff because I want to read the quest text, and I'll go ahead and once the next episode I'll replay these. I have the ability to click on them and play the audio again. We'll read them all before we do them. But yeah, that's where we're going to end it. We got to the Brill, the inn in Brill here. This is one of my my old haunts, you might say. I'm having fun already, so mission complete. Hopefully we get some people to actually watch the series. The Classic series is by far the most popular series on my channel, the Dwarf Hunter. So hopefully this will be good too. I have noticed too that Horde stuff seems to do better than Alliance stuff does, which kind of makes me feel good inside, because I'm a Horde player at heart. But I have come to like my Alliance characters, especially due to my Dwarf. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get on the road here. I've got about a 20-minute drive to go pick her up. I will be back on later tonight, but as I said, the server is going down tonight. So if I am streaming, it'll probably be very briefly for WoW, or I might just play a different game, or take the night off, one or the other. Yeah, I will probably be back later though, because I'm feeling pretty fired up to play more right now. Everybody, have a good one. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.